Hello everyone, it's Özgün here. Welcome to our masterclass. Today I'm gonna be demonstrating my collaboration with Richard Reynolds, which is released on Revealed Radar. The track is called Techno Music. It's a big room techno track, and today we are gonna break down the track and I'm gonna show you all the channels, all the techniques that we use while we're producing the track. And if you're ready, let's get into the tutorial. As you see, I have tons of stamps in the project. It's just because this was a collaboration with Richard. He just made his site on his PC and then sent me the stamps, the full WAV files of the track, and I processed them inside of a fresh project. So now let's take a look of the kick and bass. As you see, we have two layers of kick. One is this distorted techno kick. And if we check with some spectrum analyzer, we can see the kick contains the low frequencies and the high frequencies just mostly cut it. And you can just say that by looking the waveform. And after that, we are putting some reverb. So it affecting all the hi-hats, which is gonna feel like all the instruments are in the same room. If you just group them and give a same reverb to all of the drums, so the drums are gonna be really in context, if it makes sense. And after that, all we did is just cut the low frequencies, because every saturation always adding some dirtiness to the low region, which we definitely doesn't want in a hi-hat group. And we have some more background stuff. Maybe I can play them all once. And as you see, like all the sounds in the drop, all the background sounds, I'm just grouping them in a drop mix channel. And in here, again, I have a hard clipper. So I make sure nothing peaks. So I think that's really important thing to do. So the key of the track is E. And as you see, all the notes in the ARP is E. But sometimes, just to give the tension, the E goes to F. If you just go half step like that, it instantly becomes more techno, like more dark. And yeah, only different notes are F in here several times, and in the ending we are going to the F sharp. Actually, when Richard first sent me the track, we had another vocal, some splice vocal. Maybe I can show it to you first.
Radical audio visual experience. Radical audio visual experience. Radical audio visual experience. Radical.
That vocal actually fitting perfectly to the track, but we decided not to use an overused splice vocal. And also, we couldn't find any dry version of the sample, and the sample was kinda heavily processed, and the process-wise, it didn't fit to the vibe of our track. So we decided to keep this formula, the same vibe with these vocals, but get some original vocal around that vibe, around that idea. So I just asked one of my in real life friends, Melis, who was a singer in my city, and we show the reference splice vocals and ask her to, come up with something. We give her the lyrics as well, and she sent us this version. This was the first version of the vocal we have.
Dancing, raving, listening, techno music.
So all we did is just consolidate the vocals, maybe this phrase, this much.
Dancing, raving, listening, techno music.
And after consolidating, freezing that vocal, you are going to load the Fruity Granulizer on the channel rack and just drag drop the vocal sample inside of the granulizer. And once you load the vocals inside of the plugin, you can automate several parameters to make this glitchy effect. So in the build-up, we are filtering out the break ARP, because you always need to think like that. The build-ups are the parts that you fade out the previous break elements and fade in the new drop elements. So that build-up part is actually the transition that you rise the tension to the maximum and just drop it on the drop, obviously. So in the first part of the build-up, we are filtering in the drop leads like that. And when we're getting close to the drop, we are also filtering it out, so we don't like to tease it instantly. So in the drop, it can be the first teasing of the real unfiltered drop lead. We decided to use it like that. And other than that, we will talk about the drop leads in the second drop chapter. And last part of the second drop, we decided to add more texture by just giving this sound, because the main drop lead is going 1 octave higher. And we decided to add this sound to support the main drop lead when it goes 1 octave higher. So this is the first thing on the master chain. After the automations, build-up automations, this is the first thing. We are having this EQ, and this EQ just cutting the low frequencies, but not the regular way. It's on the sides mode. We check like that. It's on the side mode, which means it's not gonna touch the mono signal. It's only gonna remove the stereo information till 150 Hz, which is making my low end totally mono. And that's the safest way to do that. And also, like when you make everything mono below 150 Hz, the outcome of the track is just changing dramatically. Without this one, there might be some phasing issues on some speakers systems, or the track could sound different, you know, the system to system. To prevent that, to make sure our kick and bass, the low end, always sound same in all speaker systems, this is the first way to do.